Hi friends, welcome back to my channel SciTech. In this one, I'm going to compare the specifications differences between the Redmi Note 11 Pro versus the Realme 9 Pro device. So very soon, the Realme and the Redmi, they're both going to launch the device of the Redmi Note 11 series and the Realme 9 series. But in this video, let's take a look at the Realme 9 Pro versus the Redmi Note 11 Pro device in terms of the specifications wise. So which phone has got what type of specifications? That's what I'm going to demonstrate in this entire video. So let's find out, friends, which phone actually makes a lot of sense to buy after it get launched in India. That's what my main idea of making this kind of video and giving you the clarity what's happening between these two phones. So first, let's take a look at the design of the both phones, and both phones, they do have the punch hole, and the Redmi Note 11 has got the middle punch hole and the Realme has got the side punch hole. And you can see the backside camera placement design versus the Redmi Note 11 Pro type of camera placement. So this is about the outdoor outside exact design and build quality. Is how it looks between these both phones. So next thing is about the performance, processor. So when it comes to the processor, the Redmi Note 11 Pro has got the MediaTek Helio G96 processor, and which is 12 nanometer chipset, as you can clearly see, and which has got the micro SD card support as well, and UFS storage 2.2, and which will be the hybrid SIM slot. So uses shade SIM slot, so which is a hybrid SIM slot. And whereas the Realme 9 Pro, which has got the Snapdragon 695 and 6 nanometer chipset. So there is a difference, friends, between the 12 nanometer versus 6 nanometer. So 6 nanometer will be having the really very good battery efficient. That's what this low nanometer means always. So any processor which has got the low value in terms of nanometer, that processor is really good in terms of the battery efficiency. So that's the thing you should definitely understand. And Realme 9 Pro has got the dedicated micro SD card slot. So you can actually use two SIM cards and one micro SD card together. And with the UFS storage 2.2 as well in this device. And regarding the base variant will be 6GB and 128GB and 8GB and 128GB. And Redmi Note 11 Pro, there will be 6 plus 64, 6 plus 128GB, 8 plus 128GB. You can see the base variant starting. And next, let's move to the display. When it comes to the display segment, the Redmi Note 11 Pro has got the Super AMOLED panel with the 120Hz and HDR10 Plus certified, 700 nits and 200 nits of peak brightness, 6.67 inches screen size, and 1080 resolution Gorilla Glass 5 protection. And Realme 9 Pro, which has got the Super AMOLED panel, 120Hz, but 430 nits and 1000 nits of brightness, slightly less brightness, that's not a huge difference, and 6.6 inches screen size. And these are the few things about the display segment between this both phones. And both phones, they're having the Super AMOLED and 120Hz high refresh rate check. So that's something you should know about this both devices. And regarding the hybrid SIM slot in the Redmi Note 11 Pro and dual SIM card and plus SD card in the Realme 9 Pro. So next thing, when it comes to the battery capacity and the charging speed, the Redmi Note 11 Pro has got really good benefit because of having the 5000 mAh of battery capacity along with the 67 watt fast charging capabilities, as you can clearly see. So which makes a lot of sense for this kind of phone when you compare with the Realme 9 Pro. Realme 9 Pro has got 5000 mAh of battery capacity and 33 watt fast charging capabilities. But the Realme has got advantage of having the under display fingerprint scanner. So this is one thing which I did like with the Realme phones, especially they do most of the phones which are having the AMOLED panels, they will be having the under display fingerprint scanner. That's really fantastic. But the Redmi Note 11 Pro has got the side mounted fingerprint scanner. So some people, they are okay with that. Some people, they're not yet convinced. That's something you should know. And both phones doesn't support any kind of Wi-Fi 6. Yes, both phones, they did not mention anything about the Wi-Fi 6. And dual speaker setup check and 3.5mm also check. So there is nothing much complaints. And 4K 30 FPS you can actually record in the Realme 9 Pro and 1080 30 FPS. But they did mention, but we are not sure exactly. Maybe the official when the phone get released, we'll be able to know. And with the camera of 108 megapixel versus 64 megapixel, 8 megapixel ultra wide and 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro and 2 megapixel depth sensor. So there is no macro sensor in this Realme 9 Pro device. So these are the complete specifications and the things which are really advantage in the Redmi Note 11 Pro or the battery. The battery has got, charging speed, which is a 61 watts charging speed. That's the one thing which is advantage slightly. And IP53 dust and splash protection also, that's also slightly kind of advantage with the device. So apart from that, there's nothing much major advantage in this device in the Redmi Note 11 Pro. But in the Realme 9 Pro device, there are a couple of advantages because of having Snapdragon 695 with a 6 nanometer chipset, slightly efficient processor can be there, and a dedicated SD card slot and which comes with the Android tool out of the box. If that is the case, that will be really great in the Realme 9 Pro. And under display fingerprint scanner we are having at this moment, and 4K 30 FPS recording is there with the video recording. And these are the few things, friends, which I thought of just letting you know, comparing both phones regarding the side by side in terms of the specifications. And the final main factor which plays crucial role, which is, you know about it, price. Price is one of the major factor which decides which phone is a winner and which phone is not the winner. So let's wait for the price details, friends, what the Redmi and the Realme will be releasing about these two phones when they get launched in India in this month. So thank you, friends, for watching this video and stay tuned for more updates. In case if you're having any other questions, let me know in the comment section below. And meanwhile, signing off until then, stay tuned for more updates, and bye.